Hello guys, this is Igor from Australian Crypto Talk, and today I want to talk about prices because it's very important for all the new people who come into this market to understand how prices work in cryptocurrency space. So basically, when you go to CoinMarketCap, this is a great site to see a summary of all the coins. You can see them ranked by their market cap. When you come in here, by default, it shows you US dollar prices, which kind of makes sense because we always relate everything back to a dollar or whichever currency you're using in your country, because because this is money, right? We can value things and we can relate it back to the dollar. It's a bit harder to value something in Bitcoin value because we don't know how much car costs in Bitcoins, right? We don't know how much the house costs. We don't know how much the watch, the jewelry, whatever you're buying, you will always have to convert it back to dollar to get a feel for the price. And that might change in the future, but at the moment, this is how it is. So it's really hard for people to actually track prices in Bitcoin value, but I would strongly recommend you to try to think in Bitcoin value, in fact, Satoshi value. So what is the Satoshi? So one Bitcoin consists of 100 million Satoshis. So this is like a lowest denomination for Bitcoin. So one Satoshi will be 100 millionth of the Bitcoin. So if you flip that switch on CoinMarketCap, and I really encourage you to do that all the time, you flip the switch and you see the prices in Bitcoin. So for example, Litecoin costs 1,927,000 Satoshis, or IOTA costs about 30,000 Satoshis. And this is very important, and I'm going to show you why it is important. Let's select any of the top 10 altcoins. For example, Ethereum. Let me open Ethereum. You know, when Ethereum is like at $878, people get really excited about it. They're saying, oh, it's going up, it's going to the moon. But the reality is, if you look at the chart, it's actually bleeding the Bitcoin value. Look at it. It's been really high in dollar value, but it just keeps losing its Bitcoin value over time. So the highest, like back in July, it probably had about around July, August, it had the highest Bitcoin value. So what that means is that if you sold Ethereum here for Bitcoin, not for US dollars, for Bitcoin, and kept your Bitcoin, you'd probably make 5 times more US dollar. So just think about it. So if you invested, let's say $1,000 and you sold it here and bought Bitcoin instead, you would have had $5,000 sitting in your account by now, instead of just whatever it was in Ethereum. So just think about it, and all the alts follow a very similar pattern. Like look at Ripple, same thing. Like only recently it started getting its Satoshi value back, but it's been bleeding this value since July. Look at it, it just keeps bleeding that value. So it's a very important concept. So when you're looking for coins, you want to make sure you get in at the bottom of the Bitcoin value and start building up that Bitcoin value, not the US dollar. US dollar value is almost irrelevant here, because at the end of the day, you want to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can. This is kind of very important concept. And also just wanted to talk, like a lot of people say that they made shitloads of money, they're like very good traders and stuff. I'll just show you something. If I go to live coin watch and we watch for the last 30 days, the gains in US dollar value for all top 50 coins, look at it. They're all green. They're all green. You don't have to be an experienced trader. You pick any coin really from this market and it'll make you money. It's like you gotta be blind almost. You gotta be pretty stupid not to make money in this coin. And usually people lose money when they start trading. So if you are not an experienced trader, don't trade. Just buy a coin and hold it. And also pick the coins that make you your Satoshi value back. So look at it, they're all green, not a single coin that's red. The only red coin is Tether, and Tether is like kind of irrelevant here because it's always pegged to $1. So look at it, they're all high. It's kind of very hard not to make profits in such a highly speculative bull market. So this is the point I wanted to make. Please make sure when you look at the coin, look at its Bitcoin value and how much Bitcoin value it gains. So when I watch the um, prices, I always flip that switch to BTC, and I always follow the Bitcoin price, because that gives me a really good indication of what coin is doing. Because if you go to any of the exchanges like Poloniex, Bittrex, they will all have Bitcoin prices in there. They will not have US dollar value. They will have USD Tether like value, which is kind of similar to a dollar, but it's not exactly the same. But basically, yeah, just use Bitcoin value as your guide. And we are also doing a treasure hunt. So I will be loading a wallet with some coins, and I'll lock it up, and we'll do some clues over the next few weeks for the 12 phrase recovery. 12 word recovery phrase. So I'll be sending some clues in the Facebook group for each word over the next few weeks. And the first word is actually in this video. So if you paid attention, you'll work it out. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you later.